I want you to picture this. You're walking your dog on a quiet Tuesday afternoon. You pass a standard, cast iron fire hydrant. You've seen it 1,000 times. To you, it's just a heavy piece of street furniture. Maybe it's yellow with a red top, or perhaps it's painted a startling shade of violet. You probably assume the city just used whatever leftover paint they had in the garage. Or maybe the colors are just there to make them look nice for the neighborhood. But here's the surprising truth. That hydrant isn't just a pipe, it is a high-stakes data terminal. For a firefighter arriving at a 3-alarm blaze, those colors aren't a decoration, they are a silent briefing that dictates exactly how they fight the fire. If they misread that color code, they could accidentally collapse a city water main or find themselves holding a dry hose while a building crumbles. Today, we are decoding the hidden industrial language of hydrants, the physics of gallons per minute, and why a splash of lime green paint is the only thing standing between a controlled fire and a catastrophic infrastructure failure. To understand why we obsess over these specific shades of chrome and violet, we first have to look at the chaos of early urban firefighting. In the 1800s, hydrants were literally wooden pipes with holes plugged by stoppers, hence the term fire plug. When a fire broke out, crews would arrive, dig up the street, and hope for the best. There was no way to know if the pipe they were tapping into was a massive 12-inch main or a tiny 2-inch residential line. Firefighters would hook up their steam-powered pumps, crank up the pressure, and snap. The vacuum created by the pump would literally suck the old wooden pipes inward, collapsing the entire street's water supply. The fire would keep burning. But now the city had no water to fight it. We had the water, but we didn't have the intelligence. We needed a way to see inside the iron without opening it. This brings us to the first level of color coding, the hydrant's body color. This tells the story of who owns the water. In most standardized systems, like the NFPA 291 in the U.S., the body color is the first thing a fire crew looks at. Think of it like this. Imagine the difference between a public park and a private backyard. Chrome yellow is the universal signal for a public system. It means the water comes from the city's main supply. In many places, a red body signals a private system. This hydrant might be fed by a private well or a dedicated tank on a factory's property. Why does this matter? Because a city main has almost infinite water, but a private tank can run dry in minutes. A fire captain needs to know instantly if they are on the grid or on a timer. Next, we look at the caps and the top, also called the bonnet. This is where the real high-stakes engineering happens. This is the capacity code. Firefighting is a math game. A standard house fire might need 500 gallons per minute, or GPM, to extinguish, while a warehouse needs 1,500 GPM. If a firefighter hooks a high-powered truck to a low-flow hydrant, they will out-pump the source, creating a vacuum that can burst underground pipes or even pull contaminated groundwater into the drinking supply. To prevent this, the tops are painted according to a specific standard. Light blue means 1,500 GPM or more. This is the broadband of water, capable of handling almost anything. Green indicates a flow of 1,000 to 1,499 GPM, a strong flow perfect for large residential fires. Orange signals 500 to 999 GPM, which is marginal, providing only enough for 1 or 2 hoses. And finally, red means the flow is below 500 GPM. This is the dial-up connection, a dangerously low pressure that poses a serious risk. By glancing at the color, the driver of the fire engine knows exactly how many hoses they can connect before the physics of the pipe fails. Then, there is the rarest color of all, violet. In cities dealing with water scarcity, like many in the American West or parts of Asia, you'll see hydrants painted entirely violet. This is a critical warning. Non-potable water. This water isn't filtered for drinking. It's recycled gray water or raw water from a pond or canal. It's perfect for putting out fires, but if a thirsty person, or even a dog, drinks from it, they're in for a nasty surprise. It is an engineering triumph that allows cities to save millions of gallons of drinking water while still keeping the streets safe. You might be asking, if we have digital maps and GPS, why do we still spend millions on manually painting hydrants? It comes down to something called the ISO rating. Insurance companies grade every neighborhood based on how quickly a fire can be put out. If a city's hydrants aren't clearly and correctly color-coded, the response risk goes up, and your home insurance premiums can skyrocket. Standardized colors aren't just for safety, they are a legal requirement that keeps the economy of a city stable. Governments make the paint job mandatory to keep the lawsuits and the fires at bay. So next time you see a fire hydrant, don't just see a red or yellow stump of iron. Don't see it as a boring piece of plumbing. Instead, see it for what it truly is: a vital, color-coded billboard. It is a silent briefing, communicating pipe diameters, water pressure, and even planetary resources to the heroes who need that data in seconds. The world isn't just painted to look pretty, it's painted so we can survive it. Thanks for watching. And if you found this interesting, be sure to subscribe for more deep dives into the hidden systems that run our world.